What's up, Wnba fam? I did my record predictions for my Sparks, my Wings. So I did my record prediction now that I told you since Angel Reese got traded, I'm going to be doing game recaps for the Sky. So, because I am a big supporter of the Chicago Sky, I'm a Chicago-based fan with the Cubs, the Blackhawks, and the Bears. So I kind of am a fan of the Sky. So couldn't kind of support them because I can't stand Angel Reese. But that being said, I can now do that again now that she's gone. So I did my record predictions, I think it was yesterday or the day before, for the Chicago Sky, for the LA Sparks, for my girl Paige Beckers in the Wings, and my number one girl Caitlin Clark in the Fever. So now this is going to be my playoff predictions. This is going to be my 2026 WNBA playoff predictions. I am not going to go in order who I think will be the number one seed, number two seed. I'm just going to give you who I think the 8 teams will be. And I'm always going to start off with the team that won the championship the year prior and the team that lost in the championship the year prior, because you got to play them two as the favorites. So here we go. Starting off, we're going to go with the Las Vegas Aces. Then we're going to go with the Phoenix Mercury. Then we're going to go with the Minnesota Lynx. That's a really good team over there with Nafisa. Then we're going to go with the New York Liberty. Then, as much as I hate Angel Reese, the Atlanta Dream are a pretty good team over there. I'm going to go with the Atlanta Dream. And then I'm going to go with my LA Sparks. Then I'm going to go with my girl Paige Beckers and then I'm going to go with my girl Paige Beckers and the Dallas Wings. And last but not least, I'm going with my number one girl, my favorite all-time female athlete right now and favorite women's basketball player right now. We're going with Caitlin Clark in the Indiana Fever. Them are my 8. So to recap, we're going with the Las Vegas Aces, Phoenix Mercury, Minnesota Lynx, New York Liberty, Atlanta Dream, Sparks, Wings, and Fever. Them are my 8 to make the playoffs this year. We'll see how close I get. Last year I went 5-3 for my playoff prediction. Let's see if we go. Last year I went 5-3 for the teams I thought would make the. Oh, before I get into that. So anyway, last year I went 5-3 for my playoff predictions as far as the teams I said would make the playoffs. So that wasn't too bad. Let's see if I can tie it or do better this year. And let's see if we can not try and do worse. Also, last year on this same video that for playoff predictions, I predict who I thought would be the most improved player of the year, who I thought would be rookie of the year, and who I thought would be MVP. Now, I'm not going to do most improved player / sixth man. I'm just going to do this year. I'm not going to do most improved player. I'm just going to give you who I think. I'm just going to give you. I'm not going to do most improved player this year. I'm going to give you who I'm just going to give you who I think will. I'm not going to do most improved player this year. I'm just going to do who I think will win MVP and Rookie of the Year. So let's get right into it. I think Rookie of the Year is just going to be a 2-man battle between Lauren Bettis. I think it'll be a 3-man battle, a 3-woman battle between Lauren Bettis, Ozzy Fudd, and Awa Pham, I think is how you say her name. She's from Spain. Well, we will see though. But I'm going to go with Ozzy Fudd to win Rookie of the Year for 2026. And for MVP, I think there's a lot of good talent. I think it's going to be between Caitlin Clark, Asia Wilson, Nafisa Callier. I think the MVP race is going to be between Caitlin Clark, Paige Beckers, Asia Wilson, Nafisa Callier, them are going to be your main 4. I think it's going to be between Paige Beckers, or Caitlin Clark, Paige Beckers, Nafisa Callier, and Asia Wilson. And I'm going to add Kelsey Plum in there as well. But, yeah, I think it's going to come down between Caitlin Clark. And if Caitlin Clark stays healthy and she's back to herself, I think the MVP race comes down between Caitlin Clark and Paige Beckers. I think Caitlin edges her, so I'm going with Caitlin Clark to win the MVP. I'm going with Caitlin Clark to win the 2026 MVP. I'm going with Ozzy Fudd to win the 2026 Rookie of the Year. I'll be back at the end of the year to talk about it, guys. Y'all enjoy the WNBA this year, and go Fever, go Wings, go Sparks. And oh yeah, go Sky.